Hey, good morning. Happy Friday. You are watching Vail Daily Live. I am your host in the studio this morning, Ashley LaFleur. We have a great one in store for you as we are heading into Father's Day weekend. We have Trisha and Ty both out in the field today, and we have some really fun interviews to just get you set up to really take advantage of what's happening in the Valley for the weekend. So Trisha will be at the Vail Arts Festival. If you're not aware, that's happening over in Lion's Head this weekend. So we'll talk with some of the artists and find out all the details there. Also, Squash Blossom's latest from Vail. If you haven't been in to see them, they have beautiful jewelry, but also some really great activities for the entire family. And they have so much more than jewelry. So we'll get the full details there. Fly fishing with John Packer. He's coming in to tell us all about what's going on the rivers and how maybe you can get out this Father's Day and maybe do a little wade fishing, maybe take a float trip. We'll get the whole rundown. We also have eyepieces in the village if you need to get styled out for Father's Day. Maybe you want to get a new pair of shades, or maybe you need to get your prescription updated. Or like maybe that would be a good idea while you're here in town and have the time. Ty will also be with Mountain Valley Horse Rescue, and we have other updates going on from around the valley. So it's a packed show. We're so glad that you're joining us this morning. And we also want to talk about that weather. But before I jump right into that, I just wanted to say, it's Friday, it's June 18th. And to me, that's a really, really special day because that is my mom's birthday. So happy birthday to the most wonderful, gorgeous, amazing mom on the planet. I might be partial, but she's incredible. And my brother just flew in yesterday with his wife from Florida, and it's the first time that we've seen them in a year and a half, and he surprised her, and it's just been so special to spend that time with them. So happy birthday, Mom. I can't wait to do more celebrating you this weekend. And today we're going to be out and about for my mom's birthday, and the weather, it's looking pretty good. It's looking really good. You know what's looking even better? It's because it's brought to you by Carrots and Vail, and they've been creating heirlooms since 1970. I actually just went over there. Not only do they create beautiful heirlooms, but they repaired my ring. One of the prongs on my engagement ring got bent, and so they were able to repair it for me. It's back in perfect condition. And you know what? They also helped me create this beautiful bracelet for my mom a couple years ago for a birthday present. And I had this earring of hers. Well, I wore these earrings of hers from like the 70s. They're beautiful. And one of them fell out while I was at this event. And so I only had the other one, and I brought it in to Dan Talene over at Carrots. And I was like, Dan, I just would really love to create some, earrings for my mom out of what's left of this material. And he's like, well, actually, how about we do a bracelet? There's enough here to do that. So he created this incredible bracelet, and it's absolutely beautiful. So talk about heirlooms. It's something that she loves. It looks so pretty on her every time she wears it. So if you haven't been there before, stop on in. And if you're going to be in Vail and you're going to check out Carrots, we have some really nice warm temperatures first thing this morning. As I was leaving the house, it was kind of surprising how warm it actually was to start the day. But we are going to be seeing those temperatures topping out around 79 today in Vail. So it's going to feel a lot cooler than it has the last several days. And we are expecting to see some clouds starting to roll in around 10 o'clock or so, but plenty of daylight to get out and to celebrate. We're going to be seeing that sunset right around 8:30. And, for tomorrow, you can see that we do have maybe a few rain droplets. So make sure that you get that rain jacket ready for tomorrow. But today looks like maybe just some cloudy skies. But let's see what's happening outside. We have Trisha and Ty both out in the field this morning. And so Trisha's going to be in Lion's Head. Ty will be in Vail Village. Let's check in with them and see what's going on. Who do we want to bring in first? Trisha, where are you? What are you doing? That looks gorgeous out there.
Oh, hello, Ashley, and happy birthday to your mom. That's so cool. I'm so glad your brother could come in. You know what? We're down here by the Eagle Bond Gondola. We've got the Gandhi line just heading back out towards Eagle's Nest behind us. And this weekend marks the opening of daily operations for Vail and Beaver Creek. So Gandhi 1, the Eagle Bond Gondola here in Vail Village and Lion's Head. And then we'll have Centennial this weekend as well. And then it'll be daily all the way through Labor Day. And then it'll go to a weekends only for they probably was the end of September for Beaver Creek, and then October 3rd for the ones out here. So pretty cool that we've got that happening. A lot of people are excited to be able to access bike haul or the lifts taking you all the way up to Epic Discovery. We're bringing some of those activities back again, like the Alpine Coaster and just some fun things. The tubing hill, the summer tubing hill. People are like, what? You can tube in the summer? We've got that detail for you. But I want to give you a little history. I know how you like history. And so the gondola, not this gondola, because of course this was built in the mid late 90s when they created.
Oh shoot, Trisha, you're
When
freezing a
they
little bit.
opened up Lion's Head.
Oh nope, we got you back. We got
Okay,
you
you
back.
got me
Yep,
back.
stay
Okay.
right there. Looking good. Okay.
So
So when they
they
open it,
opened up
so
they opened up Lion's Head in 1969, that season. Of course, Vail opened up, Vail proper, Vail Village opened up in 1962, 63. So a few years later, they decided to open up Lion's Head. And Lion's Head is actually named for the rock outcropping over by Minturn. If you ever travel south on Highway 24, you'll see this rock outcropping that looks like the profile of a lion facing west. Unfortunately, a couple of years ago, there was some kind of a nature event that caused some crumbling of that profile, but it still looks enough like a lion, especially if you know what you're looking for. So that's what Lion's Head is named for. So when Pete Seibert, one of the founders of Vail, decided, they were going to do the dedication, Bob Parker, who was also one of the early investors and early inventors of Vail, he came up with the great idea to put a lion in the gondola car with Pete for promotional photos, that kind of thing.
can you imagine? Could you imagine?
Yeah, you're in a. So there was kind of a suspiciously nervous lion named Simba, and they came to Vail, and before they were going to take pictures, the lion's tail brushed against like an electrical wire for like Christmas tree lights, and got all spooked and start lunging at people and making these crazy sounds. But they still were like, "Come on, get the photo, Pete." And Pete was like, "I'm gonna stand back a little farther." Well, they did get at least one photo with Pete Seibert, but he was like, "That was pretty scary." But you know what? The run Simba, Born Free, Pride, that kind of all follow with that Born Free movie theme, and of course the Lion's Head theme here. But I just wanted to give you that little piece of trivia while we had your attention this morning. So kind of a cool little piece of trivia.
That's so amazing. Thank you so much, Trisha. That is so incredible. And actually, Trisha was showing me she has a book signed by Pete Seibert in her office. I'm so jealous. Like, what an incredible authority on Vail, and to actually have his signature on that book. But I mean, could you really imagine being like, let me just hop in a gondola car with a live lion? Totally. Yeah, that sounds like a great idea.
I photocopied off the page if you want
Yes.
to see.
Yes, you did. Yeah, let's see that. But yeah, look at that thing. He's huge.
I know.
Giant. So and there's Pete just like, yeah, totally fine. I just got my arm around this lion that just got spooked by Christmas lights. Totally fine.
Yeah, that classic Pete smile. Just like, here we go.
Right.
But, they did it all for promotional photos. It was funny. But
yep.
But it feels beautiful out here, Ashley. It's so nice. We've seen quite a few people starting their jogs, starting their walks, starting their hikes, grabbing their coffee. And then behind us, where Lion's Head Village is, and Airbell at Vail Square, it is full of art tents. And we're going to be talking to some of the artists. And it's so great to see events come back, especially the Arts Festival. It's been going on for about 36 years.
Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, I think I'm going to bring the family and we're going to check that out. So I'm really excited to hear more from the artists you're talking to today and just kind of see the whole setup so we can show everybody who's watching from home. But all right, Trisha, thank you so much. And I can't wait to come back and see what else we have in store. But let's find out what Ty Diaz is doing. Ty, cracking me up this morning. I always love our mornings together, just like our brief little morning meetings before we send you off into the field. But where are you? What are you doing? What does it feel like out there?
Ashley, it's really good to make each other laugh because, that's why we're friends. And that's our theme for today. You caught me, though. I have my phone out. I was wanting to check out the temperature where I am right now. Top of Bridge Street, Gondola 1. The sun is out here, but then I got distracted. You ever do that with your smart device? You're looking specifically for something, then you find that someone's giving away a free desk, and then you start checking the location. So I got to put that down and talk to you. So thank you for watching Vail Daily Live. Ty Diaz here, and I'm excited to be speaking with the guest this morning. Her name is Marnie with the Mountain Valley Horse Rescue. They'll be coming up at 7:20, and that location is McCoy. You are going to enjoy the information that we're sharing with you. But we want to say thank you this time of the morning. Whoa, people around. Sorry. We want to say thank you for tuning in with us this time of the morning. And you can catch Vail Daily Live on YouTube. You can catch it on Apple TV, on Roku, on Fire TV, as well as listening on Spotify. And while we're in our segments this morning, the 90 minutes that we're sharing together, notice that there's a chat feature that we invite you, the viewer, to text in your questions if you have any while we're having our interview segments. All right, so I want to get set up with Marnie because she's just arrived. Don't want to give it away just yet. Stay close to us. You're watching Vail Daily Live. Now back to you.
Thank you so much, Ty. That's right. And make sure that you are, engaging with us. And Brian Stein, hey, good morning. That's right. I know Trisha is out in the field. It's so exciting to have her out there. And of course, to share that history and to be showing us what's going on with the Arts Festival. So I hope you can hang out with us for the rest of the morning. But Brian, great to see you on chat today. And, we, like Ty was just saying, there's so many ways that you can engage. And one of my favorite ways, when I'm not hosting the show, I'm watching. And I'll go either to vaildaily.com because I like to see the headlines and, catch up on the news. And then I can, hit the button right there so you can watch us live. Or if you watch us on Facebook, you can actually comment like Brian just did, and you can let us know what's going on in your world. You can ask us questions and actually engage with us live. And that's really what the show is all about, right? Is that we want to tailor it to you. We want to help you find out that information that you're looking for and really show you what you want to see. So Facebook's a great way that you can actually comment and chat with us. Same thing on YouTube. So couple of my favorite ways to watch the show, but we're going to take a quick break here on Vail Daily Live, and we will be right back.
It's back. The 81st Annual Eagle County Fair and Rodeo rides into town July 21st through the 24th. Enjoy the thrill of the Great Northern Affair Carnival rides daily. Great food, live music, 4-H exhibits, and more. Plus all the action of the PRCA Pro Rodeo. Friday and Saturday nights, kick up your heels with country singing sensation Buck Ford. Don't miss the action. Get your tickets online now for the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo.
Hey, welcome back to Vail Daily Live. Just picking up my own Vail Daily this morning, per usual. You can find these for free in all of the blue bins all across the entire valley from Vail all the way down to Gypsum, or you can log on to vaildaily.com, and they have the e-edition, which, during the pandemic, I really started to find myself consuming news in a whole different way. And it was very much online, right? Because I was basically, for those first couple of months, I was hanging out at home. I was taking the dogs for walks, but I was staying really close. And so vaildaily.com became a resource for me. And you can actually flip the pages, which is really fun. But so you can see on the cover this morning, it's prepping for the worst. And what that's about is that Eagle County's first responders are collaborating in a week-long active shooter drill to dial in efficiency and teamwork for the real thing. So you can find out more about that on page A2. But one of the most amazing resources that I found in each and every one of these papers is it's kind of back here, it's toward the back, but it's this calendar of events. Do you see how giant this is? But it's so important right now because there's so much that's going on. And, like I was just saying, my brother just flew in yesterday from Florida with his wife, and we're celebrating my mom's birthday this weekend. So as the family planner, I've been like, okay, what's going on? What's the best? How can I really take advantage of these few days that I have with my family? And so this has been an excellent resource. And just looking at, what's going on today. I mean, there's so many different events like the Vail Arts Festival. We also have this summer reading program that's going on over at the Vail Library. There's some live music with Matt Garth today, and some summer solstice restorative yoga that will be happening at the Athletic Club at the Western from 5 to 6:15 p.m. today. So check out the calendar of events each and every day. And then, of course, coming up with Sunday being Father's Day, there's some really great resources here that's going to give you just all the details and, gives you the times, like, for instance, like the Father's Day barbecue that's happening at Grand Hyatt Vail from 11 to 2 on Sunday. Go to grandhyattvail.com for more information about that. Thank you, Emma. Good timing. Check check this out. So not only do they have that barbecue going on, but they also have some fly fishing tips and tricks and whiskey tastings because they're right along Gore Creek if you haven't been over to Grand Hyatt, but beautiful setting. And then they have grilled oysters with chorizo brown butter. Okay. Also some Chipotle mango ribs, but we want to make a reservation for that at opentable.com. But that's just one of the things that's part of the calendar of events. So you can find this again online at vaildaily.com or just pick up your copy in any one of those blue bins that you see across the valley floor. Now, I wanted to also just tell you about what's helping us get fueled up here. So, being that my family is in town, we may or may not have indulged in a few drinks last night to just celebrate them being here. And so coffee is life this morning. And if you haven't been over to Vail Mountain Coffee and Tea, this is our favorite new local spot. So they have two spots actually. Now one is in Minturn, kind of that industrial park right before you get into town, but beautiful. They have their whole kind of roasting facility. They make everything on site. It smells so good. And then they took over a space right in Beaver Creek, between the escalators before you kind of walk out and see the Centennial Express lift. They're just kind of right on that floor that kind of is in between the escalators. Really easy to find. So good. They also have a full bar. So, Ken was over there yesterday and they were talking about they have a little bachelorette pack that you can get some orange juice and some champagne that you can take out hiking to Beaver Lake. And then they also have some really great food. And of course they have delicious coffee. I had one of their lattes the other day and it just, oh my gosh, let me just tell you, it's the best. Yeah. Cheers, Emma. Cheers on this Friday morning. And, it's going to be a beautiful Friday here in the Valley. A little cloudy, but let's take it out to Trisha to find out more about what's happening with this weather, brought to you by Avon, the heart of the valley. It's going to be a little warmer in Avon than it will be in Vail just because of the elevation difference. And, it's amazing how the valley floor, it starts at about 8,100 feet in Vail and goes all the way down to 6,600 when you get to Eagle and Gypsum. So it's definitely a difference in temperature, but that means that you want to kind of cool off today. Heading up valley is a great way to go. But let's send it out and see what's going on with that weather live. Trisha, how's it looking out there? How's it feeling? Is it cool where you are in Lion's Head?
You know what, Ashley, I can almost shed the jacket even right now. We're seeing the sun get higher up in the sky, really warming things up. Just a nice breeze. It's that fresh air in the morning. And you know what, this would be the perfect time to do the bike ride, do the run, the hike when it's nice and cool. And then, this afternoon when we do see temperatures rise, maybe go to the swimming pool, go to the movie theater, cool off a little bit, or do lunch, under an umbrella on a nice deck. So that's my suggestion. If you don't have to work this morning, get out and enjoy it. But we are going to see temperatures, like Ashley mentioned earlier, maybe upper 70s for Vail, and then warmer as you go down valley. I know when I hopped in my car yesterday, drove to Edwards, it was 91. So we're going to see temperatures a little bit warmer for Edwards, Eagle, Gypsum, just like Ashley was mentioning with the elevation changes. That's just what happens with the temperatures. And likewise, when you do go up on the mountain, if you're hiking, I went hiking last Sunday up to Midvale, and even though that was a hot day, it was just cooler up at that elevation. So it is a good way to cool off. But I want to thank Town of Avon for this weather and report. And Town of Avon, Harley, don't forget about Sunset Live happening. Ashley, you should take your parents to that because it should be lots of fun. Your mom's birthday, you can celebrate it right there on the terrace. They're going to be live music 6 to 8 p.m. Burnsville Blues Band is who's going to be playing. But this weekend, we do open up Epic Discovery and some of the fun activities that are going on. This is part of the Forest Flyer Mountain Coaster. It's going to wind on a trip that takes you about 3,400 feet around the contours of the mountain. It's not a 3,400-foot drop. It's a 3,400-foot track. And then it brings you back up. You can control your speed with the brakes. You can have an adult rider with a small child rider, so kids can ride with their parents if they're not old enough to ride by themselves. But it's really cool that they've got this right down here at the base of the Eagle Bond Gondola for you. Now, in addition to this, they're going to have the bungee trampoline. They're also going to have the snow tubing, or I guess I would say the summer tubing. This is much like the tubing that we do in the winter, except they put a different surface on the bottom, and that allows you to basically tube down the hill with these special tubes. It's so fun. The track is about 550 feet long, so you get a good ride, and it's gonna be a good thing to do. And then they have a mini zip line for the kids. It's so fun to head up to Epic Discovery at the top of the Eagle Pond, and then up there you can get some eats. Bistro 14 will be open, as well as the barbecue. And then over at Midvale we'll have Sarge's, as well as the express lift right at the base, which I believe where Ty Diaz is hanging out over in Vail Village. And then don't forget, Centennial Express will open this weekend for daily operations as well.
Trisha Swenson, I mean, ladies and gentlemen, wealth of knowledge there in Lions Head. Trisha, thank you so much for showing us that. And, you know, the Alpine Coast, it's amazing how much it's changed from like what it used to look like when I first moved out here. And now like that whole setup looks so comfortable. And the fact that you can have your kids out there with you, really, really great information. And speaking of that great information, Ty is over in Vail Village and he's with Marnie, and they have a really incredible organization to tell us more about. Ty, how are you?
We're doing great. Thank you very much. You're watching Vail Daily Live. This is Marnie of the Mountain Valley Horse Rescue located in McCoy. We're starting to notice right here at Mountain Plaza, the activity is starting to pick up. If you hear the noise in the background, the day is starting to begin here. We have Gondola 1 moving. We have the leaf blowers guys over there.
Yep.
This place was all ours, and now everyone's in the background of the show.
That's good.
It is a good thing.
That's a good thing.
Welcome to Vail Daily Live. This is an opportunity for the viewers at home to come up with your questions. A fun opportunity is happening this weekend with Mountain Valley Horse Rescue and Marnie. So, horses, Volunteer Day.
Yes.
This sounds like a lot of fun. Tell us about the Mountain Valley Horse Rescue.
Good stuff. Well, the Mountain Valley Horse Rescue, we're located about 30 miles from beautiful Walcott. Gorgeous drive. So if you're looking for something a little different this weekend with the family, or just kind of curious about horses, we've got a great activity. It's our Volunteer Day, which is from 10 to 2 on Saturday. Bring a water bottle and bring your fun, because all you want to do is just come out and see the horses. We've got our minis for the kids. Sparky and Racy are just about tall, and the kids love them. As well as, believe it or not, we've got rescue chickens.
Rescue chickens.
Guess what? People also have, they don't want their chickens, we take them. Anyway, it's a great opportunity to come see the horses. We are an incredible operation that takes horses, and we try to find them new homes, and we bring them back to health. And it's a really rewarding place to be, and come out and play with horses. It's absolutely gorgeous. Oh, and we have a new pony that was just born.
Oh, wow.
Her name's Cora B.
Cora B.
She's just hanging out with her mom and playing around.
How
and
cute.
her long legs, she's just a babe to come see. So come out and see us.
The ranch looks beautiful, and this is a wonderful time on that nature side, the natural side for families, maybe groups or friends that want to get out and maybe see horses for the first time, or you have experience with horses. It's been a while since you've been around the horses. Volunteer. You can pay for it, or you can volunteer for it and walk away with a far more richer experience.
Yep, and you'll be in there, and you'll be in the paddocks and helping us out with our daily chores. And if you are interested in volunteering on a permanent basis, we've got plenty of opportunity for you as well.
Okay,
Great
so
idea.
doing chores. Parents love this idea. And so let's get the kids out there. So chores, what are the chores that we'd be doing at the horse ranch?
Well, as you can imagine, horses are in their paddocks. So just get ready to do a little of this stuff, right? You got it. Absolutely. But you know what? We do have families that volunteer on a regular basis to come out as a bonding sort of type of environment for families to all get together. So kids come out with mom and dad on after a school night or after a summer program. You can come out anytime and help us out.
My family watches the show. They live in New York, and from White Plains, there's not a horse in our neighborhood. There's not a ranch just right there. I would love for my family to come out and check this out. This is a good time for everyone. But how do we dress for being on a ranch? We see the cartoons, we see the brochures. To be on a horse ranch, that's a volunteer. How should we dress for this?
Well, I think that, this certainly isn't the set of Yellowstone, but, whatever you feel appropriate in, shorts, jeans, I think it's really that time to break out that cowboy hat, maybe, because the sun is pretty strong out there.
Cowboy, cowgirl hats. All right.
You want to dress up? We'd love it. But it's like I said, it's a great chance to see our rescue ponies and our rescue horses that are looking for new homes and rehabilitation. It's a great program.
But we can play with the horses too. We can take in the scenery while we're there and just have a good time. Can we feed the ponies and the horses and the rescue chickens?
Absolutely. Well, you know what? I think we have them on special diets.
Oh,
So they have their own feeding is probably left to probably our regular handlers.
right.
Because that's a little bit close.
Well, we can see how it happens.
You can see how it happens, and definitely watch them play in these gorgeous fields. And like I say, just to see these horses that have had hard lives, to be in such a beautiful place. There you've got a little picture. You got a little picture of Racy right there. She's one of our minis. Oh, she's so dear. And there are pony camps available.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah, that's Racy. She had some hoof issues when she first came to us. And look at her now. Because of our rehabilitation program, Racy's got some great speed to her. The kids love playing with her, but when she came to us, she couldn't even walk.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so we've got some great stories about horses that really have been rehabilitated. And like I said, we try to find them new homes.
Can we discuss the cost of feeding these horses?
Well, right now we're running our Hay for Horses campaign. The price of hay has doubled in this past year due to demand and obviously the drought. So any donation, if you're thinking about that Starbucks cup, believe it or not, you could feed a horse with that same amount as from a Starbucks cup of coffee. The price for hay went from $6 to $8 to $8 to $15 for a hail of bay. There we go. And we'd love to keep our horses strong. We definitely are a nonprofit, and we want to keep our beautiful family of horses strong by giving them the right proper nutrition.
Do we donate on a website?
Absolutely. That's at Mountain Valley Horserescue.com. We have all that information about being a volunteer, about our programming, our summer camps, and our Hay for Horses. And guess what? Sneak preview. We are getting a new indoor barn. That's right. We had an incredible donor who actually saw the need for us and what we could do year round. So that's going to be coming. That's a sneak peek for something that's going to be coming later this fall. But very, very excited about our year-round programming that we can have as an opportunity.
It's an enriching experience, I bet you. And for those who have experienced being around horses before and for new, the opportunity is waiting for everyone. The Mountain Valley Horse Rescue, they're looking for volunteers. It's a big weekend in the sun out in McCoy, just a 30-mile drive outside of the Walcott area. And Ashley, so what's your experience with horses?
You know, oh man, Ty and Marty, thank you so much. This is incredible. I was such an avid horse lover and rider growing up. You know, I used to have like all the little collectible horses. They're such amazing creatures. And Marty, the work that you're doing out there, that's phenomenal. So obviously we want to support you. Thank you so much for telling us all about it. And Ty, that looked like you've maybe done some of those chores before. That looked like your experience with this move.
More like air guitar.
Yeah, same thing.
Yeah,
same thing.
I'm traveling.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
It's basically the same thing. Yeah.
Totally. Well, listen, you guys, thank you so much. Marty, that was incredible information. And if you want to help out, I mean, obviously we all do after hearing about that, mountainvalleyhorserescue.com. Head on out there, volunteer, get involved, or, you know, just ditch that cup of coffee for the day and help to feed those horses. But what an incredible organization. Marnie and Ty, thank you so, so much. We are going to take a quick break here. And then when we come back, we're going to talk more about that local weather forecast. It has been hot here, but it's actually cooling down just a little bit. So stay with us. We'll be right back.
Do you dream of owning land near the biggest lakes, tallest 14ers, and the best gold medal fishing in Colorado? How about right in the heart of ski country? Would it be worth a $75 raffle ticket for a chance to win it? You can own land in Twin Lakes and help St. Vincent Hospital Foundation raise funds. The drawing for this half-acre residential lot is June 24th. Buy your tickets today at coloradolandrush.com.
It's a beautiful Friday to be here in the Vail Valley, and we are going to be seeing those temperatures today just slightly cooler than what we've seen this week, where we've seen those record highs down along the Front Range. It's a beautiful time to be here in the mountains. And this weather, it's all brought to you by Avon Possibilities. And so this is really exciting. We have had this beautiful public art that's been brought into our valley, and Avon Weekly Art Expo. You can discover your next masterpiece. So go to avonpossibilities.com. And my goodness, they really have done a great job of just kind of freshening things up. Ty was out there cruising around showing us that the other day. But if you're going to be checking out the art in Avon, highs will be reaching into the 80s today in Avon. So it's gonna be a little bit cooler in Vail. You can see the high around 78 for Avon, around 82 by about 1 or 2 o'clock. Some cloud cover moving in a little bit later on this morning. So around like 9-10 o'clock, we'll start to see those clouds developing. And then we're going to be seeing our sunset right around 8:36 p.m. ahead of that summer solstice that will officially be taking place later on this weekend into the beginning of next week. So enjoy the super long days to get out and just the activities that are happening across the valley. We're going to get into that in just a second. But again, a big thank you to the Possibilities in Avon, the Weekly Art Expo. Discover your next masterpiece. Go to avonpossibilities.com. All right, now we should head out to Trisha and actually see what that weather looks like. She's in Lion's Head this morning. And speaking of art, girl has all kinds of art to tell us about. Trisha, where are you now and who are you with?
Okay, we are at the top of the stairs from the Arabelle ice rink, which of course isn't an ice rink in the summertime, but we're at the Vail Arts Festival with one of the artists. We have Randall Case with us, and he's going to show us his works. We have so many tents here. I think over 50 artists are going to be here today, tomorrow, and Sunday. And Randall, I know you hail from the South, but you've moved to Colorado. You're going to call that home for a while now.
I am indeed.
Okay, well, congrats. You moved to a little bit of a cooler climate for the summer.
When we left Dallas, it was 102, and I thought, finally, cool weather. We get here, and it's 102.
I know. It's usually hot here right now. But tell us about your wonderful art. This is so nice to come to your booth. And that's what's great about this festival is you actually get to meet the artists. This is a juried show, so it's the creme de la creme. It's the best of the best. And you're going to be here to be able to talk to the patrons about what they're seeing.
Well, for years, I've worked with galleries, which is do the painting, ship it to them, and really never get to see who buys it or anything else. And what I like so much about festivals is I get immediate feedback from people. I get to see which of my paintings they seem to like more than others. So it really is it's a nice indication of where I need to head in the future.
Yeah,
Anyway.
You get immediate feedback.
Exactly.
Well, I think they're going to be asking a lot of questions when the patrons come around these paintings. They're going to be asking you, Randall, what medium are you using? And it's kind of tricky to tell because it's a little oil, it's some pastel, it's drawing. You're combining a lot of things for a great look. And let's take a look at some of these. What are some of your favorites?
Well, let me first start out. I like painting. I started out really in oils. Mm-hmm. And I've kind of adapted because my other love is soft pastels. Anything with a matte on it is a soft pastel. And what I like about the soft pastels, they're pure color. They absorb light, they don't reflect any. As opposed to paintings, which no matter what your light conditions, they're going to reflect light.
Yeah, it can look different times of day.
It's not really pure color the way that pastels are.
Okay.
What Tricia was talking about is I've kind of adapted over the years. I've been painting for about 25 years. And there for a while I was doing a painting and then a pastel and a painting and a pastel. And over the last half dozen years, I've kind of combined them. So to show you this is one of my latest paintings. I like to work in large scale, which is an advantage on what I call this is a combination of oil washes and oil pastels, which more than anything else are like crayons.
Okay.
But I really like the feel that I get. I get the washes down and I just keep adding colors. There are an infinite number of colors that are already pre-made when it comes to hard pastels or oil pastels. So I don't have to compromise. I can get exactly the color I want. Anyway, I start with oil washes and then I began building layers of hand-drawn oil pastels. And again, I really like how it comes out. It doesn't really have such a smooth finish as an oil painting might have, and it really does strike you.
Yeah, it has more of a texture,
It
and it probably is hard to tell when you're going to be finished because you probably want to keep on adding. Like, oh, one more. It's kind of like that author that's trying to finish their book and like, let me just change this paragraph.
There's an old adage: when is an artist through with painting? And the answer is when he's dead. They have a story. Bonar is one of my favorite artists, and when he was in his 90s, he snuck into some famous French museum that had a piece, and they caught him making changes to the painting.
Oh
He had a
my
little paint
gosh.
kit.
He's like, I'm sneaking
So
in. Okay, perfect. All right, well, we're going to be able to find you. So Randall, once again, is just above the ice rink from, well, what would be the ice rink at the Vail Square. There's over 50 artists that are going to be here this weekend. It'll be 9:30 to 6 today, tomorrow, and then 9:30 to 4. And Randall, we wish you the best of luck.
Thank
Okay?
you.
All right,
Appreciate
nice to
it.
meet you today. All right, Ashley, we're going to take it back to you in the studio.
Thank you so much, Trisha and Randall. That looked beautiful. I love getting the insight behind, the different artists' perspective about how they work because everybody's so different, right? So make sure to stop on in and see Randall today. Trisha, I'm excited to bring my family over and just do a little exploring. I think we can probably spend several hours just going from booth to booth, but that was a great introduction. And coming up this weekend, I think we're probably aware it's Father's Day on Sunday. And if you're trying to find out, all right, what can we do with dad? What's going to be the best option? Because there's so many different events. We have them for you. So I think we should probably start off with just the dads that like to golf. Right. If you want to get out, we have so many incredible golf courses that are not only here in Vail, but just in the mountains in general. And there is a great Rocky Mountain golf card. So I'm going to tell you about that here in just a second. But if you want to get fueled up for that golf, right? The Four Seasons in Vail, if you haven't been before, really, really stunning. And of course, they have, incredible views. They have an award-winning spa. You can swim under the stars there. They have the Remedy Bar, the pool bar, and they have Flame Restaurant. So they are doing a special for dads on Father's Day at Flame Restaurant. You want to make sure you call, though, because these guys book up really quickly, 970-477-8650. But they're also, maybe dad wants to look fresh before he eats that steak. Cut and a cold one, haircut and a beer, also at Four Seasons. So for more information, make sure to call that same number. Now, for the family, if you want to bring the whole crew on out, Sauce on the Creek, they have their Sunday Family Fun Day. And you can go to sauceonthecreek.com. You can see right there that they have some bocce ball going on. That's a great way to keep people entertained. And of course, they have Italian dining and pizza. They're located right in Avon. They do lunch and dinner. And of course, happy hour, 3 to 5:30 daily at Sauce on the Creek. Now, again, back to the golfing. So if you are looking for the place where you can golf 365 days a year, it's at the Vail Country Club in Avon. They have these two different simulators, and you have an opportunity kind of to get in these state-of-the-art TrackMan golf simulators. You can also, so it kind of diagnoses your swing. You can practice, you can take lessons. They also have $6 Bloody Marys, $1 off beer and wine, and you can go to vailcountryclub.com to make those reservations. But great way, again, to get the golfing in no matter what the weather looks like. If it's super hot, no problem. If it's raining, not a big deal. Snowing, no problem. Again, it's at the Vail Country Club in Avon. So we are going to take a quick break, but while we're doing that, we wanted to show you one of the latest offerings. Vail Daily is so much more than just the newspaper. There's so many great publications that they put out. And one of the new ones is the Vail Valley Magazine. This is stunning. They have some great articles, and we're going to show you a little preview of it. Vail Valley Magazine picked yours up today. And what a beautiful time that you have picked to be here in the Vail Valley. Ty Diaz over live in Vail Village. Ty, what's the weather looking like where you are? Are you seeing some clouds starting to move in yet?
So clouds, I mean, they're quite faint. It's I'm seeing a lot of sunshine. The clouds, as far as that's concerned, notice behind me, somewhat faint. A lot of blue sky, but on the LL Bean GoPro Mountain Games swag that we get, kind of a sky this morning. What I'm looking for right now is a location to meet my next interview. But where we last left off, I was at the top of Mountain Plaza, not too far from where I'm standing, 53 degrees. But we've been in a very scorching hot week this week where we're taking to the waters, we're getting outside, we're dressing appropriately, and remembering to hydrate throughout the day. Yes, but it's already happening this morning. People taking after the cooler temperatures for their hikes, their walks, their runabouts, their adventures or horseback riding, whatever the deal is. But here's what you're seeing today's temperatures as. Well, we've seen some record temperatures down in Denver making their way into the triple digits. We're looking for those clouds to roll in to cool things off, expectedly initially on a Wednesday up until this approach. But as you can see, rain is in the forecast. We've been hearing a lot of conversation about the wish for rain. We could use that to help keep our fire dangers low and manageable. But be very cautious out there. The weekend is here if you're doing any camping. Otherwise, we're looking for temperatures to climb in the mid to upper 70s. We're looking for those clouds to roll in, maybe to offer some shade to cool things off, as well as a mixture of sunshine, the evening temperatures, the mid to upper 30s, 40s. Otherwise, quite comfortable hanging out in Vail Village, trying to find my next interview location right here. I'm just hanging out by the children's playing fountain. This weather is brought to you by the outlets at Silverthorne, where you can find mountains of savings, mountains of deals, and elevated savings. I believe that's the catchphrase right there. And you can find a lot of sweet deals at the outlets, and I'm looking forward to making my way there to do some shopping this weekend. Maybe you will too.
It'd be a great weekend to do some shopping. I thank you so much. Yeah, that sky is matching what you're wearing today. And you can find the outlets at Silverthorne right at exit 205. And they have so many different options for those stores. And of course, you're going to save big bucks off those name brands. And, for those of you that are out there, you're watching the show, make sure to hit subscribe. Make sure to follow us on Facebook at Vail Daily. That way you get those notifications every time that we go live. And then you can also interact with us. You can chat it up. We're so excited. We were talking to Brian earlier. He's so pumped that Trisha's out in the field today. I know, right? This is really exciting to bring this whole crew back together, and of course to be joining you each and every morning live from 7 to 8:30. And then also, you can let us know what's going on with you throughout the day by tagging us in your posts on Instagram. Vail Daily Live is our handle, and we've had a lot of people that have been engaging with us. It's really fun to see how different people are experiencing the valley, and this is our page right here, Vail Daily Live. Oh my goodness, who is that adorable little thing right there? Oh, I'm such a fan of Huskies. So thank you so much. This is Mr. Bruno Barks. Look at that smile. My gosh, gorgeous. Oh, this is also a great smile. So looks like your Thursday is just getting better with Matt Garth. So there he is at the Drunken Goat, Colorado. Thank you guys for tagging us. And that looks like that's happening from 5 to 8 on Thursdays over at the Drunken Goat. And they've got some deals on oysters. Oh, I think the theme this morning on Instagram is smiles. So adventure travel guides, checking out some rock climbing there. So beautiful. Love to see that. I mean, how many great ways are there to get out and to explore Colorado? Look at that next rock climbing picture, Emma. Check that out. Woo! If you are afraid of heights, that's probably not where you want to be. But if you are adventurous, what a rad picture. Thank you, Eagle Climbing. And then, Mr. Bruno Barks, just super handsome there. Looks like he's been jumping in Gore Creek and having the best day ever. Also, he recommends make sure to drink your water. It's so important while you're here at altitude. But again, Vail Daily Live on Instagram is how you can interact with us. So tag us, and we'd love to see what you are up to. And I think that Ty might be doing a little shopping in one of my favorite jewelry stores in Vail Village. Ty, where are you now?
All right, so found Squash Blossom, not too far from where I did the weather, just footsteps away. And we are here with Kevin, and our topic today, Father's Day, right here this weekend. And we're looking for gift ideas for Dad. And so, Kevin, thank you for coming to Vail Daily Live. In the chat corner, if you have any questions, We are available to answer those, so don't be shy, folks. Get in that chat corner and let's discover Squash Blossom today. So, Kevin, gift ideas.
So I pulled a couple of my watches from my personal collection. I'm a kind of a watch nut or geek. My favorite thing about these watches is that they're kind of like classic cars. You almost can't get them anymore, but we've got some special connections around the country where we can get our hands on some special watches like this one. This is a Patek Philippe 5711. They don't even make this watch anymore. I bought this watch like 10 years ago, and I think it's gone up like 10 times in value.
Wow.
This one I got from my father, which the same thing has been disconnected. It's a Rolex GMT2. So it tells, GMT2 means that it can tell 2 different time zones. It's kind of a pilot's watch.
Oh, wow.
Watches generally are sport watches anyway. You're either a pilot guy, a car guy, or a diver. Everything kind of revolves around those sports and whatnot.
Activities.
Yeah. But these watches are very special, and I mean, we sell watches in the store, but use the watches that I get.
Mm-hmm.
They're usually sold before they even hit the floor because everybody wants them so much. The watch market has gone crazy over the last, especially since COVID. It's kind of people sit at home and collect these things because they can't get out. So they focus a lot of attention on pieces like this.
If you're just tuning in with us, we are at Squash Blossom, Father's Day ideas, gift ideas, and we're choosing watches today. So tell us more.
So if you already have some watches, we have a nice watch finder here. Fun skulls if you want to, feel fun and frisky. This is for automatic watches like these that they don't run on a battery, they run on movement or motion. So, and it's kind of annoying sometimes you pick up your watch at the wrong time, but this will keep it
from that happening?
Right. It just rotates these little pieces right here, rotate slowly.
This red thing rotates.
Yeah, throughout the day, so it'll keep your watch powered.
Does it self-wind? How does the rotation begin?
In the watch or the beast? Oh, this is battery operated.
Okay.
The box, but then the watches themselves have a rotor that actually wind the watches on the inside.
So the box rotates and it helps the watch.
Yeah.
Can we see it happen?
This one doesn't have a battery in it now for we don't want it to corrode.
Stop by the Squash Blossom, bring some batteries, let's check it out.
Yeah.
I like that, that seems fun. Okay, moving along to other gift ideas for Dad.
Right.
So this is not on the watch genre.
Right, so Squash Blossom is traditionally a Native American jewelry store. So we like to keep some wonderful jewelry, Native American on the picture. So this is one of my favorite pieces. This is from an artist named Buffalo. One name, Buffalo.
Yes, Buffalo.
So this was a bow guard. You would put it on your wrist when you shoot a bow and arrow to protect it. But now it's just kind of rock and roll bracelet.
It accessorizes, it's jewelry, it's fashion, but it also serves a purpose as a bow guard. So when you're like a bow and arrow, you pull the bow back, and then
hit your wrist.
Yeah, the snap effect doesn't hurt you.
Right, you got it.
Now I understand.
And then it's got a very traditional eagle, which I don't know. I love the symbol. It's just very powerful.
We're doing some shopping for Father's Day at Squash Blossom.
No, Ty, that looks amazing. Kevin, thank you so much for sharing all of those with us. And where do we find you?
We are on Gore Creek Drive, right by the Children's Fountain where you did the weather, or across from Sweet Basil, next to the Alpine Wines. Plug in all of our neighbors.
I love how you guys you're all about the community and making sure that you're really, giving back. I was in there, maybe grabbing some drinks with Hillary, and she was telling me how she got all the supplies from next door. And also really quickly, Kevin, what are your hours at Squash Blossom? John and I we're virtual shopping over here. We're paying attention. So when can we come in and grab those amazing deals?
10 to 7 every day.
10 to 7 every day. Okay, you guys, thank you so much. I hate to cut you off, but we got a lot going on here today. So head on over to Squash Blossom. See, Kevin, and actually, John, you were just saying that that's your mother-in-law's favorite store?
Well, my father-in-law spent a lot of money at the Squash Blossom over the course of several years. Yes.
Nice. Well, and you should too. There's some really, really cool things for Father's Day. And I'm here with John Packer. And John, I think everyone, it's almost like you don't really need an introduction in this valley. When it comes to fly fishing, this is the guy that you want to talk to. And when it, for people that are here in town, obviously Father's Day weekend, are you just completely booked up? Is there still room that we can go out with you?
We still have some spaces available. We are pretty busy, but we definitely have one of the largest guide staffs and the most experienced guide staffs in the valley. And also, you can come in and purchase a gift certificate for a trip you could use any other time. So, whether it's buying a rod or just a gift certificate or a trip or something like that for Dad, and then maybe Dad wants to bring a couple of the kids along, it's a great Father's Day gift.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
And Fly Fishing Outfitters, tell us a little bit about your business, because it's like a staple in our community.
We've been here since 1992. We're the locally Orvis endorsed fly shop. I've been a guide. Well, I was a guide there starting in 1996. So I've been there quite a long time. And we've got several of our guides who've been there since the very first day, back when Fly Fishing Outfitters was started in a garage.
Wow, that says a lot about how much fun you have at your job.
We do, and we have a great group of people that I work with, and our clientele's been with us almost as long as we've been around. So, we're really proud of the fact that we have such a great, loyal group of people that work for us as well as fish with us year after year.
Now, you sent over a fly fishing report earlier in the week for us. So what's happening out there on the water?
Well, it's changing almost hourly some days right now. The Eagle River is really coming into its own. The caddis hatch is starting to really go off now, starting mid-morning on. So that's one of the greatest hatches you could have in Colorado. It's the Eagle River is known for this particular hatch, and we really have a lot of people that come here to spend a couple of weeks to fish this particular dry fly hatch. And it's amazing fishing. We do a lot of it from boats as well as wade fishing. But, for the guy that really likes to catch a lot of fish, a lot of wild fish on big dry flies on the surface, this is the time of the year to be here.
This is such good insight, especially for people that have never been fly fishing before. And clearly, I mean, they may not even know how to even get started. So that's where you guys come in.
That's where we come in. It's just like, it's good to get out with the pro and learn and learn to understand it, whether or not you enjoy it. But fly fishing is such a great family activity. We take out lots of families and stuff like that. We do kids camps every Wednesday at Fly Fishing Outfitters. So give us a call if you want to get, check into that. We also do an Orvis endorsed fly fishing school that starts in June and runs all the way through September. We do a couple of those a week. So if you want to learn how to fly fish, and not just fly fish, but become more self-sufficient, that's a great way to go. And you can call us and we can steer you in the right direction for those schools.
That's amazing. And I also, really quickly just wanted to ask you about the fact that you're Orvis endorsed. This is not something that they just hand out to everybody.
No, it is not. We work very hard at what we do. Orvis is world-renowned, outdoor company since 1865. We've been Orvis endorsed since 1994. We're a 2-time Orvis endorsed outfitter of the year. We have a couple of our guides that have been Orvis guide of the year. So it definitely is something that, it's not everybody is able to do it. And it's a great program for us to be involved in. And it really just ensures that you're going to get a quality service, quality products, and it's a great organization to be involved with, conservation wise, as well as being an Orvis outfitter and an Orvis dealer.
John, thank you so much for coming in
Thank
this
you.
morning. And of course, we've got to wrap it up. So where do people, we have a question. What question do we have in the chat? I'm so sorry. I was missing that. I was too fascinated by what John's talking about. Oh, so what happens to the fish with the warmer water temperatures?
Well, as the water temperatures begin to rise, we will actually start to move our trips earlier in the day. And then we will probably look at potential voluntary closures on the Eagle River if we don't get some rain at some point. We've done it before where we monitor the water temperatures, on a constant basis. We don't want people to be out there fishing when the water gets above, say 65 degrees. That's when the oxygen levels are depleted and the fish can't recover as well. So we definitely do not want to do anything that, jeopardizes the resource. And so, we are very careful about that and we work very hard on that.
Amazing, right? Thank you so much, LP. That was an amazing question. Okay, so John, where do they find you? How do they book these tours?
Fly Fishing Outfitters right here in Avon next to Agave, and you can give us a call at 845-8090 or find us at flyfishingoutfitters.net.
All right, thank you so much. What a wealth of knowledge. God, all right. I'm overwhelmed. That was so good, John. We just need to have you in here all the time. All right. We're going to take a look at that local weather forecast, especially if you want to get out and do some fly fishing. Trisha, what's it looking like outside? We're in the studio, so, we can kind of see across the highway there, but how is it? Is it warming up out there?
All right, everybody. Yes, it's warming up. We're seeing people come out. There's just some kids playing over at this. This is called the Sunbird Park. And Ashley, this was actually ranked at the top world's coolest parks in travelandleisure.com's 2014 survey. So this is the Sunbird Park. It was built by Trace Birds out of Denver, completed in December of 2013. And you could just see these amazing structures. And the wood on here kind of is reminiscent of the early ski forms, but they call these the bird's nests. And there's plenty of slides and bridges and little tunnels you can go through. Such a cool little place. So if you're looking for a place to hang out with the kids, we've got picnic tables here as well. We're in Lion's Head. We're right near all the tents that are here for the awesome Vail Arts Festival that's going on. So it's just really cool to see what's happening here. But yeah, so fun to have your kids come out and play in these parks and cool off a little bit. There's some shade under the trees as well. You're probably going to need some shade later on. We will be a few degrees cooler than what we were. This weather report is brought to you by Sotheby's, Colorado's leading real estate firm. Contact one of their brokers to help you live the life you love. But daytime highs today for Vail, upper 70s, probably about 79. Could feel a bit warmer if you're just right there in the sun. If you can catch some shade, you'll cool off a little bit. It will be increasing in temperatures as you travel west and travel lower in elevation. So even Edwards, Eagle, Gypsum, seeing some warmer temperatures for today. Then those overnight lows, depending on where you're at, dropping down into the upper 40s and the 50s. Didn't really get that cool last night. In fact, I barely need a jacket this morning. And then a chance of showers tomorrow, but we really haven't seen much in the form of any kind of all-day rain. No soakers in the forecast, but it's always a good idea to bring the rain jacket just in case you're doing a hike and you get caught in a little bit of one of those showers. But honestly, it's just so dry out right now. I don't think we're going to see much coming our way, and that's going to be the case for the next couple of days. Very clear out right now. We're not seeing much haze. So the fires from the smoke from some of the fires down in New Mexico, Arizona, not really affecting us too much, but we are in a stage 1 fire restrictions officially today. It happened at 12:01 a.m. this morning. So wow, just be careful out there. Camping, you can only have campfires in designated campfire pits and make sure they're completely out. We talked to Mick Woodworth from Eagle River Fire yesterday, and he said you want to pour a bucket of water on it, you want to stir it around, you want to make sure you don't feel any heat from it. Probably about a half hour or more is that process. So don't be thinking you're going to just up and leave the campsite. You want to make sure those fires are completely out. But here's what it looks like right here. We're going to talk to some more people with the Vail Arts Festival, which kicks off today at 9:30. And then we're going to talk to Eyepieces as well.
Trisha, busy girl, man. Busy girl. Thank you so much. That's a great information about the fire restrictions as well. So really important to make sure that you are following along with that. We want to make sure we're staying nice and safe all summer long. So thank you so much, Trisha. Thank you to Liv Sotheby's. We're going to take a really quick break. And then coming up, we have some exciting events to tell you about for summertime here in the Vail Valley. Welcome back to Vail Daily Live. I'm Ashley LaFleur, your host here in the studio. We are live until 8:30 each and every morning. And thank you so much to all of you that are joining us on Facebook, on YouTube. And did you know that if you are watching us on Facebook or YouTube, that you can chat with us and let us know what's going on with you? And something that is going on, Ty was just over at Squash Blossom talking with Kevin about some great Father's Day gift ideas. But they also, coming up on Father's Day, they do have some bracelet making. So bracelet making classes are from 12 to 2 on Sunday. So if you want to go over with the kids, what a great way to spend some time together to make something that they can take home with them. And again, that's at the Squash Blossom, where they have just so many incredible pieces that you can really, just cherish for a lifetime. They have great hats. They have some fanny packs. They have some beautiful clutches, and really an amazing space. And it's completely family owned and operated by Hillary and Kevin. They worked so hard to not only survive through this pandemic, but to thrive. And they've come up with some really unique things that the store offers. So Squash Blossom over in Vail, if you have not been. So thank you so much for that comment on Facebook, and feel free to chat with us. We want to know what you're up to. And speaking of being up to something, there are so many different events that happen throughout the summertime, and especially in Vail. It's such a huge destination worldwide, and it's hard to kind of get everything narrowed down, right? And so now we have this great resource. DiscoverVail.com is this website that really lays it all out for you. And there's some really fun events that are all taking place. We're going to start off with some that are coming up next weekend so that you can plan ahead, make sure you don't miss out on any of them. And the Vail Craft Beer Classic will be happening June 25th and 26th. And this is going to be going on at Ford Park and Sculpture Garden. And they're going to have hundreds of beers from across Colorado. You know how much craft beer there is in this place. The crisp ales, fruity lagers, creamy stouts. The list just keeps growing of all of the vendors that will be there. So if you want to get signed up, the tickets are anywhere between $59 to $64, and you can go to vailcraftbeerclassic.com or just go to discovervail.com. You can get all of this information. Also, something that I'm really looking forward to is Bravo Vail. This is where they bring in 4 phenomenal orchestras during this time frame. And the orchestras that will be joining us from June 24th through August 4th are the St. Paul Chamber Orchestra, the Dallas Symphony Orchestra, the Philadelphia Orchestra, and the New York Philharmonic. They're also going to have some free community concerts. There's some chamber music. And then you can see right here that they also have those shows at the Ford Amphitheater. So what a beautiful setting to just kick back, to relax, and enjoy some of the best orchestras in the country. So that's happening again June 24th through August 4th. And then the Vail Farmers Market, it kicks off this Sunday. We are so excited about this. It's all taking place on the 21st. So it happens over 16 weekends, starting this weekend through October. And there's 40 food vendors. So you can go and you can get yourself some breakfast, some lunch. They also have over 140 tents. Absolutely amazing. So it goes on again from 9:30 to 3:30, and this Sunday it all kicks off again. And you can find out more information again at discovervail.com. There, it's just a wealth of some family-friendly ideas. They have lodging, things to do in Vail, events. They have things about hosting your own events, some travel tools. So discovervail.com is the website to get all of that information. So there you have it, Discover Vail. And they even have these historic tours that are taking place on Mondays and Wednesdays. So if you're a history buff like Trisha and I, it's really cool. And they also have the walking tour every Tuesday and Thursday at 11 a.m. But we are going to send it back outside and find out what's going on over in Vail right now. Trisha, I believe you are with another one of the artists from the festival that's taking place today. Let's check in with you.
Hi guys, we are back here at the Vail Arts Festival, and we're so excited to meet Randy Kepsell. He is based out of Highlands Ranch, Colorado. He's one of the 50 artists that are going to be here today, tomorrow, and Sunday. And Randy, wow, stepping into your booth, I feel like I'm time traveling to so many different areas. I'm traveling around the world. These images are amazing. Tell us about your art.
Well, my art it's photography. It's mostly printed on pearled metallic print medium, and we encapsulate it inside acrylic. The acrylic in the front is museum grade, so it's 99% filtering for UV. It should never fade. Okay. And the idea is the light comes back out because of the pearled metallic print medium.
Yeah, you know what? You got to just check this out in person. I hope the camera can kind of capture it, but just amazing. If we go over to this one, it's just awesome. I feel like I'm there. I feel like I can hear the water. I feel the mist on my face. Where was this one taken?
So this is from Kauai. This is Princeville in the back. Okay. That's Hanalei Bay.
Oh, yeah.
And Hanalei Bay is where the rumor is Peter, Paul, and Mary coined the song Puff the Magic Dragon, lives by the sea.
Oh, okay.
So Hanalei didn't rhyme with sea, so it turned into Hanalei.
Hanalei. All right, a little bit of trivia here with Randy.
Back to the 60s. And there's lots of lore about what Puff was.
Okay, and then yeah, exactly. And then you've got the 3 different panels here, so you can either do just a full-on wide piece, or you can kind of
put it in triptychs. Yeah,
okay.
Right.
Yeah, but just look at how gorgeous that is. The moss on the rocks, the waves. It's just really fun. Mm-hmm. And then, you do travel all over to capture these?
We do. So that one was Hawaii. This one is Scotland. Okay. We drove around the Isle of Skye and the Isle of Mull for 4 days, basically trying to find a composition like this. So these are bluebells in a field of oak trees. And the sun, as you can tell, is just dappling through. And this print in particular, the light just bounces out of it.
Oh my gosh.
And it has a feel like you can walk into the scene.
And yes, I feel like I'm there. And to go from Scotland and the lush greens all the way up to the dryness of, which canyon is this?
This is near Monument Valley. This is called Hunt's Mesa. So we're on Navajo land. If you look left, you'd see Monument Valley.
Okay. And is this a sunset or a sunrise?
It is sunrise. That is a sunrise.
Oh.
And that was one rough road. I'm glad the Navajo guide took his vehicle, not mine.
Oh my gosh, they took you out there to this place.
You can't go in Navajo land without a guide.
Okay, and then this location.
Crested Butte, wildflowers at Crested Butte, so that's up at the top. That's what we call a focus stack, where we took 6 shots and focused at different points through the scene.
Okay.
So we get everything in as close to pristine as we can focus. Now you're going to get a little movement with the flowers once in a while.
Yeah.
But, that's why everything is in focus all the way through. And 6 photos in that one.
And speaking of focus, I was asking about this one. So take a look at this with the aspens, and then I was like, what's that behind there? So explain this shot.
So this is a woods shot of aspens, and the first shot I take is off camera at a slow shutter speed, and I intentionally move the camera vertically.
Okay.
It's called dragging the shutter. And then I pop it right on tripod in front of me, take another shot, overlay the two, and then erase out the little bits and pieces of what the scene that I want to come forward. So we kind of meld together a feeling of depth and emotion.
Yeah. It's so cool.
Get it into a
Oh my gosh.
photograph.
You got to come. This is right at the entrance of the Lions Head Mall, kind of by the New Christie Sports and everything. Berkshire Hathaway, right across from there. Now, Rainey, how long have you been doing this type of art?
This is about 5th year for us in art festivals.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Has this always been a hobby?
It was a hobby until I retired, and then I had to do something to stay busy. And,
I love it. Yeah.
And we started out on plaques and canvas, and then we migrated to the metals, and now we've gone to the top end line acrylics.
Okay,
so
awesome.
That's all we're showing.
Just beautiful. You need to check this out. Ashley, bring your mom here. She's going to love it. They are going to be open today, 9:30 to 6. Same times tomorrow, and then Sunday will be 9:30 to 4 o'clock. It's free. You can park for free in the Lions Head parking structure, and then of course, if you want to take a gondola ride later, you can do that too. So Lions Head is really where it's at.
Yes, thank you so much, Trisha and Rainey. That fascinating. I love hearing the stories behind them and about the like super rough road to get that Monument Valley shot. And then also, I love that the art isn't going to fade. I mean, Trisha, we were just looking at your history book this morning, and just sitting in the window, and you could see the lines on how the book had faded just from sitting at your desk for a couple years. So beautiful, beautiful work, Rainey. Thank you so much. And I love that we have our Colorado artists that we're representing. That's amazing. And I'm excited to bring my family down and to check it out. And Rainey, thank you so much for being there so early, especially when it doesn't kick off for another hour and a half. So thank you both. We are going to send things over to Ty Diaz. He is in the other part of Vail this morning. He's roaming around Vail Village. Ty, let's take a look at that weather. How are things looking out there? Is that sky just as blue as your shirt still?
No, I've actually changed the weather of my attire to a deeper blue, which was something that we experienced over the GoPro Mountain Games. We saw some very strong, solid, cloudless skies, bluebird, but now we're moving into a different sky conditions. Comfortably right now, I've taken this jacket off, but I hope I don't forget it, or I'll have to find lost and found in the Vail Village because, just lose my things. When you start this road, we all tend to do that. We leave the water bottle behind. We leave something behind. But as I've taken off a layer, things are starting to warm up. We started out with the sunshine, still finding that, as well as gorgeous blue skies. Temperatures starting out where about an hour ago, 53 is where we were. As the day continues to improve, we're looking for those clouds to roll on in, making our way into the mid to upper 70s is what the weather is calling for today. Perfectly fine with me. I can handle that. When we hit those historical highs like triple digits in the Vail Valley, we wonder what planet we're on. Yeah, it's very true. But if you're making your way out on the slopes, considering today's weather, not the slopes, so the trails at Vail, I'm thinking wintertime, the trails at Vail, we begin our daily operations, both Lions Head and Vail Village, as far as bike haul and gondola rides. Be sure to log on to the website to find out more about those rules and the availability. But the staff, they are here. You can find the maps so that you know where you're going in today's weather to be prepared for the changes, either for your biking and or your hiking. We'll talk more about that. Stay close to Vail Daily Live. This weather is brought to you by Betteridge Fine Jewelry and Watches. Exceptional service since 1897. They are located not too far from where I am in Solaris at Vail. You are watching Vail Daily Live. Now back to you.
Thank you very much, Ty. Beautiful. And still, I love the wardrobe changes with Ty, but look at how gorgeous it is right behind him with that beautiful blue sky. And of course, how lush and green everything is right now. And, this weekend, Father's Day weekend. So we wanted to talk about, again, some of the great events that you can do with Dad, some of the fun entertainment, and of course, the great food. So first of all, at the Weston Riverfront, they're going to be doing a Father's Day barbecue from 3 until 7. And so you can make your reservations at riverfrontdining.com. I know they're going to have some tequila. They got some great barbecue. And of course, the views right there at the Weston are absolutely gorgeous. Another barbecue that's taking place is over at Grand Hyatt Vail. That'll be going on from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. And so you can call them at 970-479-7014 to book that. I know they have some fly fishing and they have just some delicious menu options. So you can actually maybe go to Grand Hyatt Vail first and then hit up the Westin. Or if you want to go over to Minturn with Moonrise Minturn, they're going to be partnering with Bonfire Brewing at 1 o'clock. You can go to sunrisemoonriseminturn.com to find out more about what they are offering. And then if you want to do maybe less eating, maybe still some eating though, and some activities with the kids, they're doing Father's Day cupcakes and canvas at Alpine Art Center. So that's at 3 o'clock. And you can go to visit alpineartcenter.org and /events for more details about that. So some fun things that are taking place on Sunday. And again, just wanted to remind you that we love to hear from you. If you haven't chatted with us yet, log on to Facebook, to YouTube. That's where that chat feature is available. And of course, subscribe so you don't miss anything that's happening. We're going to be live 7 days a week through the summertime, and then we'll be back for the wintertime. So we're here. We want to make sure that we're answering your questions, that we're showing you what you want to see. So hit that subscribe button. And if you want to see more jewelry from Squash Blossom, you are in luck. They have some really cool classes. And again, I just have such a huge place in my heart for family owned and operated businesses here in Colorado. And Hillary and Kevin have done such an amazing job of not only taking over Squash Blossom and making it their own, but then also really curating these cool events and also really making sure that what they're doing is benefiting the community. They're absolutely amazing. And they have a little video that they put together about pearls specifically. So let's take a closer look.
Hi, I'm Kevin from Squash Blossom. Today we're talking about pearls. Almost all pearls are cultured. There's freshwater pearls that are cultured in rivers and lakes that take about 2 years. Saltwater pearls, they're typically bigger and more lustrous. They take significantly longer, which is why they're quite a bit more valuable. They come in a variety of colors. And then there's natural pearls, which are practically non-existent because of people diving for them or just the pollution in the water. They just don't exist anymore. Fun fact about pearls, in 1917, Pierre Cartier traded a double natural strand of pearls for a mansion on Fifth Avenue in New York City, which is now the Cartier building, one of the most expensive pieces of property in the world.
Do you dream of owning land near the biggest lakes, tallest 14ers, and the best gold medal fishing in Colorado? How about right in the heart of ski country? Would it be worth a $75 raffle ticket for a chance to win it? You can own land in Twin Lakes and help St. Vincent Hospital Foundation raise funds. The drawing for this half-acre residential lot is June 24th. Buy your tickets today at coloradolandrush.com.
Fashion forward and budget minded. We've got the brands that set you apart, the style to make you stand out, the looks that let you shine. We are for the dreamers, the doers, and the savers. Outlets at Silverthorne. Elevate your savings. Save up to 70% on the best designer brands. Visit outletsatsilverthorne.com for current sales and events.
Plastic surgery isn't just about looking good, it's about feeling good. At Mangett Plastic Surgery Institute and Skincare, from the moment you walk in the door, we want you to feel confident and empowered, while our team of specialists help you find the best version of yourself. With 2 of the nation's leading plastic surgeons right here in the mountains, we have one goal: personalized care with exceptional results. Mangett Plastic Surgery Institute and Skincare. Your beauty should be effortless.
Hey, welcome back to Vail Daily Live. Happy Friday. It's a beautiful time to be here, and we are going to take a look at that local weather forecast. It's all brought to you by Carrots, creating heirlooms since 1970. If you've never met Dan Talene, the curator behind Carrots, what an incredible man who really has created these beautiful pieces. I was just talking a little bit earlier about how they just repaired my my engagement ring because one of the prongs had been bent recently. They did a beautiful job with that. He also created this really spectacular piece for my mom that it's just stunning. It looks so beautiful on her, and the way that he put it together is incredible. And then on top of that, I actually bought a belt buckle from him. He was doing a big 50th anniversary sale right before everything shut down for the pandemic, and he had this really cool belt buckle that he'd made in the 70s, and I ended up getting that for my dad. So really cool gift ideas, and they're located right there in Vail. You just come right out of the parking structure on East Meadow Drive, and he's just right there. Super easy to find. But somebody else that is super easy to find right now next to Gondola 1, Ty Diaz, looking beautiful out there. And how's the temperature, Ty?
So things are feeling really good once again. I've removed the jacket. No sense in sweating it. Or else I have to go for the sliced lemons bird bath as a deodorant around here. But where would I find that right now? I mean, that's not really a question. But as you look at the weather, and as we're sharing with you how your day is going to go, a good comfortable start. We're looking at the 50s right now. Those clouds aren't pushing and clustering together just yet, so we're still seeing a lot of blue skies. Perhaps that'll happen towards the end of the day, but we'll be making our way into the mid to upper 70s. Something I've been digging for you guys to find out, something I want you to know. Bike haul on both Gondola 1 and Eagle Bond Gondola number 19 at Lion's Head. I'm at the top of Bridge Street at Vail. Bike haul begins tomorrow. Lift opens at 9:30 until 4 o'clock. But you can see the staff today getting prepared for the day. They're cranking up the tunes. They're ready for you. It's going to be a gorgeous one out there. Let's all remember to keep safety in mind. And if you're making your way out onto the slopes where I was standing earlier, there's a map for hiking and for both hiking and biking on the trails up here where there's a QR code so you know where you're going and that you're on the proper trails. Take a picture of that. Be prepared. And on the trail, something else that I saw that's kind of new. Now get this. You know how in the wintertime there's ski patrol rolling around on their skis or sliding around on their skis, snowboard patrol as well. I noticed for the first time here at Vail, bike patrol, I guess is what it's called. You're seeing the cross on the back of the red shirts, mountain bikes and helmets, waiting and prepared for to be of assistance out on the trails. And people are making their way. At this point, you're going to have to earn your own turns. But out on the mountains, there are people to point you in the right direction and there for your safety. All right, now back to you.
Thank you so much, Shai. That's really interesting that there's actually a bike patrol. I had no idea, and looking absolutely beautiful next to Gondola 1. That's definitely a place if you want to kind of cool off a little bit in the valley, head on over there to Gondola 1, maybe take a quick little ride up to, mid-mountain, enjoy some of those gorgeous views. And, what a stunning time that you've picked to be here. And especially with those views and with all of the sunshine that we have in the forecast, you want to make sure you protect your eyes. And lucky for us, Trisha Swinson has made her way over to Eyepieces of Vail, where you can do just that with so much style. And Trisha, who are you hanging out with this morning?
Oh, I have Garrett, Ashley, and Ty. You gotta come down here. We've got some super cool glasses we want to tell you about. And, we're right in the middle of all the art booths for the Lion's Head Art Festival. 50 different booths from artists that have been juried. They've been selected. They got the best of the best, and so does Eyepieces. And Garrett, you thought you'd kind of tie in that theme with the artwork behind some of these glasses, and they really are. This is something special.
So we have a lot of special pieces here at Eyepieces of Vail, and that's what makes it so great. And it's just with all the craftsmanship that's right outside our front door today. We also have that inside our front door. So a couple main pieces that I brought out are going to be the Jacques-Marie Last Frontier.
Yeah, this is right here.
Yes.
Wow.
So a lot of these pieces are limited to either 2 or even 100 pieces.
Wow.
And what I love about him so much, Jerome Mage is the designer, and he actually has crafted and put in sterling silver and turquoise into the temples. And beyond that, he's very detail oriented. So he uses 7-barrel hinges and even the cases. So these glasses, when they were released, they were stalled by an entire month because he sourced the zippers from Italy. But obviously all this is American made, but he couldn't find the right zipper pulls.
Oh, wow.
So he stalled it for a month.
Well, that is perfection. He is an artiste. He needs it to look right and have the right feel. And, knowing that there's that much care and thought put into these, just amazing.
Yes. And we have a lot of different designers that, these are handmade where you have someone just going over every single detail. And then also he does some fun stuff.
Yeah.
You got some summer love in there.
Totally. The blue in these lenses is just so fun. You put them on and you're like, wow, it's a whole different world. So yeah, really fun to have these. Yeah, super cool. Yeah,
I think you're walking out
I can
with
sit
them.
by a pool today. I know, I might have to get these today. So it's super fun, and only 100 of these.
There's only 100 of those made, so that's the whiskey clone.
Okay, whiskey clone. And then you thought you'd tell us a little bit more about hinges.
Yeah, so part of the craftsmanship and the evolution of eyewear. I mean, the most important part is where the temple attaches to the frame. So this is going to be Limburg. They're out of Denmark, so they're a Danish company, and the majority of their frames will be less than 1.9 grams.
Wow.
So they're focused on super lightweight, and if you just look, it's a wire, and this is all titanium wire, and it's just fully wrapped in. I love engineering in glasses, and this is the finest of engineering.
Well, and you know what? The Europeans, they do it right. You know, whether it's Denmark, whether it's Germany, it's just amazing what they're able to come up with. And I would always notice my friends that were from other countries always had the cooler glasses, but now you can too, because we sell them here.
Yes, and I mean, you can even do a lot of customization with these. We can do custom lenses. We can do these sunglasses. All the prescription. Okay. We have people come here every year to create special pieces. Like glasses are a representation.
You know, it is. It's an investment. It's on your face, especially if you wear them all the time. And to find something that's unique, or maybe have like your standard pair and then kind of your fun pair.
Oh yeah.
You know, your dress glasses and your everyday glasses.
Every morning when I get ready, I'm blind. And so first I put on the first pair so I could see. But I go through my glasses, it's like, okay, how am I feeling today? Am I feeling funky? Am I feeling fancy? If I'm just feeling like I want to block the sun.
Yeah, I know. And okay, and speaking of that, we have your lens of the day. So I asked Garrett what he would pick for a day like today. And, you know, we're seeing a little bit of that bright sun, and then sometimes we're getting that smoky haze. So you have a couple of suggestions for us.
Yeah, so, and speaking of hinges, these are actually for my lens of the day. These are German. Yes. These are Makita, and so another hardware-less hinge. But my lens of the day is actually going to be a copper-based lens. Okay. So, and this is a part of their new Polarized Pro line. Oh, wow. So it's heavily polarized, hydrophobic, oleophobic. It's everything. Okay. And the thing I love about it is it's going to have a slight yellow tint to it, which is going to provide a lot of pop in color and everything, especially we have a little bit of that smoke haze out there. This is the lens that you're going to be blown away when you put it on.
Okay, and then how about these?
So this is going to be another Polarized Pro, but this is going to be a little bit of a gray base, but it has a hint of turquoise. See if we can get that in the white behind there. So with the gray base, you're going to get a little more natural color, but it's better for maybe a little sunnier when the sun comes out.
Okay.
But a lot of it's personal preference.
Yeah. And you know what's so cool is when you put on a good pair of sunglasses, it's amazing what you see. I brought a friend over to the Eyepieces Sport, your new store at the Sun Out, and Costa was here last week for the GoPro Mountain Games, and I said, Molly, you should get a pair. You know, they're doing a deal today, you know, a gift with purchase, and she did, and she started walking around, she's like, whoa, I never noticed that before. I'm like, wow, look at this, there's S's on the Solaris patios. I mean, it was really cool.
Totally.
So, it is a big difference, and it is your eyes. It's an investment, so and it's artistic as well. So what are your hours?
So we are open from 9 to, let's see, we're open 9, all our stores are different right now.
Okay, yeah.
9 to 7-ish, 8-ish.
Okay,
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, well, you can come down to Lions Head. We're in the Arabelle. We're across from Arsgato. We're next to Vail Sports, and of course, Starbucks. People know where that is, and just steps away from the Lions Head Chop House.
Yes.
The Blue Moose. Yeah.
And Blue Moose.
It's right in the middle of everything.
It's everything.
Okay.
Come check out some crafts and check out some crafty glasses.
All right. Okay. The Last Frontier. Oh wow. Can I even touch these?
Yeah.
I want to put these on.
Oh, Trisha, you're looking so
hard.
good, girl.
At Eyepiece, it's so fun. They have stuff for sport as well, and not just fashion. All right, we'll take it back to the studio with Ashley.
Thank you so much, Trisha and Garrett. And also, I mean, Garrett, those Makita glasses. My goodness, the way that he can bend and manipulate them, it's so incredible. So really nice, high quality at Eyepieces. So make sure to stop on in and check that out. All right. So Emma, I think we should maybe take a quick break, and then we're going to come back and we're going to close out our Friday edition. So stay with us.
Do you dream of owning land near the biggest lakes, tallest 14ers, and the best gold medal fishing in Colorado? How about right in the heart of ski country? Would it be worth a $75 raffle ticket for a chance to win it? You can own land in Twin Lakes and help St. Vincent Hospital Foundation raise funds. The drawing for this half-acre residential lot is June 24th. Buy your tickets today at coloradolandrush.com.
It's back. The 81st Annual Eagle County Fair and Rodeo rides into town July 21st through the 24th. Enjoy the thrill of the Great Northern Affair Carnival rides daily. Great food, live music, 4-H exhibits, and more. Plus all the action of the PRCA Pro Rodeo. Friday and Saturday nights, kick up your heels with country singing sensation Buck Ford. Don't miss the action. Get your tickets online now for the Eagle County Fair and Rodeo.
Okay, that is going to wrap things up for our Friday edition of Vail Daily Live. I wanted to say thank you all for joining us this morning, also for chatting with us. So really quickly, I wanted to check in with the chat one more time. You can participate with this if you're watching us on Facebook or on YouTube. And so Paulette, she's been so sweet this morning following along, and Ty, she's saying you look so good. And she missed the morning, like the beginning of it, because she just woke up, but she's in there looking good. Ty, looking so good. I love that we have our beautiful Paulette as our super fan. Ty, isn't that so sweet that she's chatting in, let you know?
So thanks, Mom, for tuning into the show, and thank you all for watching Vail Daily Live. You can catch the replay by logging on to YouTube and typing in Vail Daily Live, choosing the dates and the episodes, the segments that you may have missed. You can also watch Vail Daily Live on Apple TV, Roku, Fire TV. You can also catch us on Spotify for our podcast. I'm at this location where, if you're making your way to Vail, it is the Vail Transportation Center where the Greyhound buses pulls in, and where the West Vail, the golf course buses, the free buses loop around town to get you here. You don't have to drive and make your way here. There's public transportation available. But I'm also standing at this spot, being my mother is watching. I found a photo of my grandmother from 1972 here at the Vail Transportation Center. She stood right there with with the views of the background. Growing up all my life, I've seen this photo when we thumbed through the old picture albums. And then years ago, I made it to Vail, and I stood here waiting for the buses before I had a car, wondering why this area was so familiar to me. And then a few years ago, I found the photo of my grandmother, Mildred, standing right here. The whole family has seen this picture, and now that my family's watching, this is the location I'm telling you guys to come and check out. And back in 1972, the Greyhound bus stopped here, and it still does to this day.
Oh my gosh, Ty, that's so special. Thank you so much for sharing that. Yeah, send that photo over so we can show that. I would love to do a little side by side, but that is amazing. Thank you so much. And thank you to Ty's mom for watching and for chatting with us this morning. Ty, that's really, really cool. All right, we should check in with Trisha one more time. Trisha, looks like I don't think you had any fun today out there, did you? Like
my gosh, it was awesome being out here in Lionshead this morning. Such a beautiful day. The winds are so calm. The temperature is just absolutely perfect. I've seen a lot of people getting out for their morning walk, their morning jog, walking the dog, maybe grabbing some coffee. And we're seeing all the tents start to reveal, open up the doors, and get ready for their 9:30 opening today for the Vail Arts Festival. This has been going on for over 36 years, and they have 50 different artists. This is a juried show. So you have to be selective to come to this, and just all sorts of mediums, whether it's jewelry, whether it's oils, maybe it's woodworking. You're going to see it all today. So stop by. It's free to roam through, and all the restaurants, and stop by eyepieces. We just talked to Garrett about some really cool works of art in the eyeglass department, and that's what's really cool. Actually, is just some of those eyepieces are really works of art for your face.
Oh, they 100% are. Every time he brings out those Makita glasses, you ever have him like bend those things? It's fascinating. It freaks me out every time he does it, but it's also amazing that the craftsmanship that goes into each and every pair that they have in the store.
Yeah, it definitely does. It's so cool. So, yeah, a lot of things going on. Another thing, the gondolas will be open this weekend for daily operations, 9:30 to 4, and the ticket office will start opening at 9 a.m. So you can kind of figure out, do you want to get your Epic Pass for next year and be able to ride the gondola all summer? Do you want to just get a day pass? Do you want to get a lunch and ride? Do you want to combine some activities up at Epic Discovery, like the different coaster and the summer tubing? So they're going to have all that for you to choose from. Or you can go online at Vail.com too. It's kind of good to kind of get a lay of the land. So when you get right in there, you can make your decision, and then up you go.
Amazing. Thank you so much for all of the great information, for the history, for the interviews. Oh man, what a fun show. So thank you to Trisha. Thank you to Ty. Thank you to all of you for joining us this morning. We will be back again live at 7 a.m. tomorrow. You can find us on vaildaily.com, vaildailylive.com, on YouTube, on Facebook. Like Ty was just saying, Roku, Amazon Fire. So we are in so many different places, and we want to know where you are as well. So make sure to subscribe, to chat with us on the show, and also to share your content with us too. And we would love to see how you're experiencing the Valley. And you can share that content by going to vaildailylive.com/submit. All right, that is a wrap. Have a beautiful Friday out there. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you tomorrow morning.